Hello, everyone. So being an AmeriCorps member at study circles this year has taught me the importance of listening. From facilitating dialogue with leaders in Montgomery County Public Schools to leading a storytelling workshop with Israeli and Palestinian peace activists at the New Story Leadership in Jerusalem, I've been doing a lot of listening this year. And what a year it's been. So working in an organization that talks about race, while the country's race relations explode, it has been a memorable experience. But one of the things that has given me inspiration throughout this year has come from my Jewish culture. And no, I'm not talking about Hanukkah or bagels and lox, even though I do love those things. I'm talking about the Shema. It's the most important Jewish prayer that we say twice a day. The essence of the Shema, the imperative to really listen, to pay attention to injustice, and to mend the brokenness in our world, grounds my life with meaning. The difference between hearing and listening is paying attention, finding and living that elusive element of real connection with someone, as Ruth Messenger once said. More so, I did AmeriCorps because one of my high school teachers, Mr. Schilling, did just that. He took the time to really listen to me when I was becoming detached from my schoolwork and getting depressed. He listened to me when I told him that my dad had left and my parents were going through a really rough divorce. And then he put himself on the line by saying that his own dad had left him when he was 15 years too. He told me that he understood how much it sucked, how much it ripped apart his family, and how he's still dealing with the aftermath of it. But he wanted to let me know that he was there for me if I ever needed him. That really made the difference. The powerful moment showed me how one person can really have a profound impact on someone else's life. That's why I wanted to return to MCPS as an AmeriCorps member. I wanted to stand up for someone else because someone stood up for me. So for the past year in AmeriCorps, I have been listening to many voices of African American and Latino students who feel marginalized by their school, and I've been listening for their actual needs as opposed to the imposed solutions created by politicians and administrators who don't really understand them. There have been jokes along the way. It's not all been serious. So I remember a 6th grade boy telling me with a grin, "When I grow up, I'm gonna grow a big beard just like you." It's like, all right. But really, study circles is about taking the time to listen to the real stories. Like Rashad, a black student in the 8th grade from Southeast DC who commutes all the way to middle school in Germantown after he was expelled from DC public schools. He told me that he's in the principal's office or at home suspended more often than he's in the classroom. He's had to repeat 2 years of school because he's fallen so far behind. It's no surprise that he feels like his teachers don't understand him, and sadly, his teachers do refer to him as the troublemaker and a lost cause. But dig a little deeper, and he'll tear up as he tells you that his mom died a few years ago, and when he gets in trouble for writing rap songs in class, he's writing about her. So he posed the question to the staff in the room. None of my teachers listen to me, so why do you expect me to listen to you? And then there was the story of Jassim, a smart African-American honor roll student with dreadlocks who dreams of being a software engineer just like his uncle when he grows up. He was applying to the National Honor Society. When he stepped in that classroom to go to the information meeting, he was told by the teacher that basketball practice was down the hall in the gym. That didn't happen in the 1960s, that happened this year. However, on a more positive note, the opportunity for these students to be able to tell their stories and to have people listen to them has made them feel more understood and connected to their school. We recently checked in and found out that Rashad's grades are going up, and he hasn't been suspended since, and Jassim was accepted to the Honor Society, and the school has changed the teacher that was in charge. So to close, everyone in this room has the power to change something in someone else's life, no matter how small it is. As the Nobel Prize-winning Liberian peace activist Leymah Gbowee once said, "True empowerment is about relinquishing some of your own power in order to give it to another person. And to do that, you need to listen." Thank you, and thank you to study circles, my colleagues, and my mom.